Curious about where the jet setters dine in style? Well, get ready for a tasty adventure because in this video we are going to explore the 6 most luxurious and expensive restaurants in the world. We'll explore everything from Korea's breathtaking cuisine to India's richness. Let's get started. Coming in at number 6, we've got Don Julio from Buenos Aires, Argentina, a dreamland for anyone who considers steak a major food group. Now, this isn't just any steak joint. Oh no, Don Julio is up there with the world's best. Why? Well, it's all about that beef magic. They're picky, like super picky. Only the finest, grass-fed, Aberdeen Angus and Hereford cow's cut. Anything less? Not on the menu. And then there are the veggies. Oh yeah, they've got their little garden where everything is grown organically. So you're eating vegetables that live better than most of us. Pablo Rivero, the guy behind all this beefy goodness, has turned grilling into a form of edible art. Seriously, steak lovers, this place is where you want to be. Named Latin America's best sommelier in 2022, Pablo made his mark on the global culinary scene as an Argentine restaurateur and one of the country's best sommeliers. Pablo grew up in a family that's all about cattle in Argentina. His unique background gave him a deep appreciation and passion for top-notch beef. In the early 2000s, Pablo took over his family's restaurant, Don Julio, and turned it into a world-famous steakhouse. If you thought Don Julio was excellent, just wait. There's an even more incredible restaurant to check out, ranked 9th in the world. Gaggon is like the rock star of Indian restaurants, but with Bangkok Twist. Founded in 2010 by the genius Gaggon Anand, who's cooler than your favorite celebrity chef, this place is all about taking traditional Indian food and throwing it into a science lab. Seriously, they don't just cook, they experiment, like mad scientists with spices. Picture this, a simple dish like yogurt and chutney gets turned into a molecular masterpiece. They're blending food chemistry with classic Indian flavors to create something unexpected. What's Gaggon's secret sauce? It's called molecular gastronomy, which is just a fancy way of saying they break food down to its most basic parts, and then put it back together in ways you wouldn't believe. Case in point, their famous papdi chaat, usually a crunchy snack, but here it's like it came straight from a futuristic kitchen. In 2024, Gaggon didn't just make it big. It was voted number 3 in Asia's 50 best restaurants, and just when you think that's enough, Gaggon also threw his chef's hat into another top spot. Suring, a sleek German restaurant in Bangkok, which grabbed number 7 on the same list. Talk about a winning streak. And here's a fun twist. Before all this food wizardy, Gaggon owned his skills at Taj Group's luxury hotels, and then worked with legendary Ferran Adria at El Bulli in Spain. So yeah, he's got quite the culinary resume. Gaggon's dishes play with textures and presentations in ways you've never seen. The tasting menu is like a creative adventure. The dishes are even represented by emojis on the menu. Each is a tiny, bite-sized work of art. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. This restaurant in Copenhagen, Denmark isn't just a place to eat. It's like stepping into a living, breathing artwork. Alchemist, led by the wildly creative chef Rasmus Monk, doesn't just serve food. They put on a full-blown show where food meets art, theater, and a bit of mind-blowing storytelling. And here's the kicker. Every dish comes with a message. We're talking about food that makes you think. One dish, for example, is shaped like an eyeball. Yes, you read that right. To highlight the issue of plastic pollution. It's not just about the taste, it's about making you stop and think about what we're doing to the planet. So when you sit down at Alchemist, you're not just eating, you're taking a bite out of a big, thought-provoking narrative. If you're ready for something beyond extraordinary, this place turns every meal into an adventure. It's not just about flavors, it's about serving up meaning with every bite. Buckle up because at Alchemist, food is just the beginning. The dining experience consists of around 50 courses like Tongue Kiss, a lollipop made from lamb's tongue presented with a kiss imprint, highlighting the relationship between humans and animals, each lasting several hours. Each dish is carefully made to delight your taste buds and engage all your senses. And here's the fun part, you'll eat under a dome-shaped roof with changing graphic scenes throughout your dinner. It's like dining in a visual wonderland. So what makes this dining experience so unique? It's Alchemist's mix of classic cooking techniques, modern ideas, and Chef Monk's passion for finding the best ingredients. Every dish at this restaurant is designed to blow your mind and make you think with its wild ingredients and creative cooking. Imagine finding edible plastic on your plate. Yep, you can eat it, to make you reflect on pollution. Or how about a dish symbolizing hunger and food scarcity? Alchemist doesn't just serve food, it serves food for thought. Now you'd think with all the fame, Chef Rasmus Monk would be kicking back and soaking in the spotlight, but nope. He's on a mission to do good, using his success to raise money to feed homeless people in Copenhagen and bring clean water to communities in Africa. So while reservations sell out in minutes and there's a line a mile long, Chef Monk is out there making the world a better place one meal at a time. Quintin is one of Mexico City's finest where modern Mexican cuisine gets a fresh twist. Opened in 2012 by the dynamic duo Chef Jorge Vallejo and his wife, Alejandra Flores, this place quickly went global for all the right reasons. So what makes Quintin so special? Well, it's all about taking classic Mexican flavors, mixing in some creativity, and keeping things sustainable by using locally sourced ingredients. Take their escamoles, for example. Yeah, ant eggs. Fancy enough to be called Mexican caviar, served in a rich herb butter sauce, it's all about elevating that delicate flavor. Before Quintin, Chef Vallejo was sharpening his skills at Pujol, another legendary Mexican spot. His signature style? Taking traditional Mexican dishes, giving them a modern remix, and making sure the local ingredients always shine. At Quintin, Vallejo uses seasonal, locally sourced produce, focusing on Mexican veggies, herbs, and native plants. Quintin comes from a Mexican herb reflecting the restaurant's farm-to-table spirit. The menu blends classic Mexican flavors with a modern twist. Think crab tostadas with lime mayo, Mexican spices, and squash blossoms stuffed with ricotta. It's all about mixing fresh ingredients with rich, complex tastes. What sets Quintin apart is its emphasis on vegetables, which is unique in a country known for its meat dishes. Plenty of dishes feature local Mexican staples like corn, beans, and chilies, but with surprising and creative touches. The tasting menu usually offers 8 to 10 courses, taking you on a delicious journey through Mexico's varied landscapes from the coast to the desert. Check out Atomics, one of the coolest Korean fine dining spots in New York City. Since opening its doors in 2018, it's been turning heads for its genius blend of Korean flavors and modern cooking magic. And the secret behind this place? A power couple, Jung and Ilya Park. Jung-young's the chef with a Michelin-starred resume from Seoul to New York, whipping up dishes that'll leave you speechless. Meanwhile, Ilya's the queen of the front of the house, making sure everything runs like clockwork and that every guest feels like royalty. If you're after a meal that's unforgettable with a dash of elegance, Atomics is where you want to be. At Atomics, you're in for a treat with a tasting menu that changes with the seasons. The dishes showcase classic Korean flavors but with a fresh, creative twist. Each plate is like a work of art, making your dining experience delicious and visually stunning. The menu combines traditional Korean ingredients like kimchi, gochujang, chili paste, and yang fermented soybean sauces, with surprising new elements and global cooking techniques. Plus, you can add a special touch with their wine and beverage pairings, including Korean soju, sake, and some international wines. Korean food is fantastic, but have you ever tried a mix of Peruvian and Japanese flavors? Now that's something to explore. Maido is a world-class restaurant in Lima, Peru, where Japanese and Peruvian flavors come together for the ultimate food fusion, known as Nikkei. The mastermind behind this delicious combo? Chef Mutsuharu Tsumura, aka Mika. Grew up in a Japanese-Peruvian household and learned to love both sushi and ceviche from day one. Maido's earned its spot on all the top restaurant lists. And it's no surprise why. Mika has taken the best of both worlds, Japanese techniques and Peruvian ingredients, and created dishes that are nothing short of magical. The fusion isn't new though. It dates back to the late 1800s when Japanese immigrants brought their culinary traditions to Peru. But Maido? It's perfected the art of blending these two cultures into one unforgettable meal. Maido's menu blends fresh Peruvian ingredients like seafood with Japanese techniques such as sushi and sashimi. It's a delicious mix of two cultures coming together in perfect harmony. You'll start with a tasting menu featuring more than 10 fantastic courses. These dishes include the triple, which brings avocado, eggs, tomato, and tender pork belly. Or try Caracol's Al Silao squid ramen with Amazonian chorizo, duck dumplings, and nigiri. Prefer to choose your own? The a la carte menu has seasonal delights and a daily catch. It's a culinary adventure you won't want to miss. Which restaurant was your favorite? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. Also, please subscribe to our channel. We highly appreciate your support.